don't get the whole aspect of like when we watch something on Facebook or YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Like we just watch it and keep it going.
Yeah.
Like we just move on. But these women, it's like they watch somebody do this, and this on no matter what platform, and then all of a sudden they think, oh, well, I watched it, so it should be me. And then they get this mindset, and then they just go, well, let me get on here and talk. Let me comment or say something saying what I deserve or what I believe, and it's like, you are nobody. Shut up.
That's because that's women in general.
Okay.
Oh.
And social media give them that platform to express that.
Yes.
Because before social media, women were still like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to hear that firsthand.
Yeah, firsthand and had to...
But, I mean, you still have to hear it firsthand. Now, it's on social media, and you just hear it that much more.
All the time.
It's everywhere.
It's like they take their phones, and then it's like they just say the most outlandish things.
How about, I'm not going to say no names, but how about certain WNBA players thinking they deserve, or soccer players, female soccer players that think, oh, well, we deserve the same amount of money as the MLS or the NBA.
But if you say,
I mean,
give me a top WNBA player compared to LeBron, I will go NBA.
Well, compared to LeBron, I can compare one right now to LeBron, Angel Reese, because they both play like shit. Other than that, because LeBron's better than she is, but they both throw some horrible stuff.
But my thing is just like, and then here's what I don't like is where the second they get some traction, it's automatically let me sexualize myself or let me use my kids to go viral or just it's like they're doing everything they can to just get that 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
And it's like, just chill. Like, it's not that deep. Because it's like, a lot of people that go viral or whatever, they don't really make money after it.
Right. But the old saying is, you give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah, they're looking for that 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. And they're hoping that somebody just comes along, and then scoops them up and says, oh, I want to give you the world. Yeah. And I know girls where it's like, which is why I say I love the OnlyFans era. Because a lot of girls, like from where social media pop them up to think all women are dimes. Then they go, well, I'm going to start OnlyFans. And then they only get a dime in revenue. And it's like, ha!
Yeah, a dime piece of crack. That's all they were.
Most of them are.
But it's just, it's like, I get the power of social media. But it's just the fact of, like for example, there's a situation where Coy LeRae, Bandito's daughter, she was on Instagram Live commenting, and it was this one boxer. He just goes, come to my fight. And she goes, I don't go nowhere unless I'm getting flew out, such and such. Or she tried to, like, degrade him. And I'm like, and it's like, why are you degrading him? This dude is literally about to go into combat, and you're just sitting somewhere on live, and you're making it seem like what he's doing isn't compared to what is the
what you're doing. You're not doing anything.
He's literally about to go into combat. You're just on live, bouncing your hair with your baby hair and all that stuff.
And that's again, not to put down women, but that's a lot of women in general. Women in general think that they are
owed a lot.
And women are.
There is some things that are owed.
We're not going to put the pussy on the pedestal.
Right. We're not.
That's what they want you to do.
Yeah. Not putting the pussy on the pedestal. You can be great and be up here and you know.
Right.
But you're not better than this. Like you said, this man going into combat, getting ready to put his livelihood and his physical appearance and everything on the line, and you're sitting over here and you want to bounce your ass and think that you deserve. You're just as big a star as he is.
Yeah.
Because you're not. Just because you bounce your ass, anybody can bounce their ass, or anybody can juggle some titties around.
Yeah,
or,
and we
or spread the monkey.
We can do it all.
Whatever.
Yeah, we can do it all without even seeing your face. So
It's funny. There's a comment that whenever women get out of control, like in police videos or reaction videos, when we get out of control, it's this comment that I love it. They go, women, colon, women, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything, and it was two other ones, but it just describes how they offended by everything, everything, entitled to everything, and deserving of nothing. And it's like,
about right.
When I see that, it's just like, yeah, that sounds about right, because it's like they get on this platform. Mm-hmm. Oh, what about the women that think that, embarrassing my child or hurting I just saw this one, it made me mad. It was this girl, she didn't get the good enough grades. She didn't get the grades that her mother wanted her to get. You know what she did? She grabbed her daughter by the hair and started cutting her hair out.
And that woman is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's when your kids start resenting you.
They resent, but they
all
can't do
day
anything
long,
because it's like...
then they be somebody that you don't want them to be.
And then
you forced them into some shit they don't want to be.
You're gonna turn your child into somebody 10 times worse than you are.
Yeah, but then she gets back online when people were like, "Yo, you fouled for that." She grabs the phone from her daughter and say, "Did I abuse you? Did I hurt you? Did I hit you?" And the daughter goes, "No." Oh. But it's like, you embarrassed her online.
What did you expect her to say? And sometimes being embarrassed is 10 times worse than being physically abused.
Yeah.
We used to be embarrassed a lot in public.
And we know some people like that too.
But it wasn't recorded.
Right.
We know some people like that you say... They can dish it out, but they can't take it.
Yeah.
You say something to them, but the minute you say something back, they want to go straight for the hurtful.
They go straight for
They want to come in the kitchen, but they can't stay.
They want to be
out that
they can say something all day long about you. The one time you say something, then they want to try to be hurtful to you.
Yeah.
Why you want to be hurtful?
Yeah.
But it's like, my thing is just like, it
happens every day, all day.
Because there's a girl that I followed. There was a girl that I followed. I actually had to stop following her.
There's a girl that...
On Twitter, where she goes...
Your favorite area to go.
Yes. Where she goes, the world would be a better place if men just learn how to shut the F up. And then in the next voice...
learned you.
And then in the next voice goes,
some of us
who wants to get me coffee? I need a piggy wallet. Such as somebody to pay my bills or whatever. And it's like, you don't even realize what you're doing. It's like...
We call those sugar daddies, thank you.
Not just that, but you're bashing your clientele. Yeah. And it's like, not just that, but it's like you think that you're bigger than what you really are.
And you ain't nothing.
And when nobody is like buying into what you're selling, it's like now you're just like...
Now you're just better.
And that's not all women.
Not all.
And I mean, it seems like that we go back to this, that we've touched on this subject quite a bit.
We definitely have.
But it's not all, but it's
75%.
Yeah, they all feel like...
I would have said 80, but...
I was trying to give them a curve.
Yeah,
I was
in that section. But they all feel like that they're owed
it's entitled,
something.
yeah, like...
You're not owed anything. You're just like us. You're just like them.
We all
just
go
like
through
me.
the same shit.
Our organs are different, and that's all. Only thing that's different is our organs.
Well,
teamwork is the fucking the whole deal.
And if you believe in the good book, women wouldn't even be here if it weren't for us. We had to give up our rib for them. That's why they got an extra rib.
We're talking about
Adam and Eve.
Tag me in.
And
if we're talking about the good book, most of a man's problems come from a contentious woman.
You're right.
There you go.
John the Baptist, a woman wanted his head for her birthday party. Chopped the head off. Samson, strongest man in the world. A woman asked what was his weakness. She told him, took his hair. We die because a woman decided to eat a fruit from a snake. Serpent. So it's like a lot of problems, the Bible says it's better for a man to be on the rooftop of his house than to live with a contentious woman. And they don't realize that.
And that was in AD.
And BC.
BC.
And this is a great topic to be talking about during this month because it's this month.
The pride.
Yeah,
not that there's, like I said, not that there's anything wrong with that. Do you? I'm all for. If you want to,
there's somebody out here for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But me personally,
but don't force it.
Don't
force it in my face.
I don't see it.
Yeah, don't force it. It is what it is. If you're happy the way you are, I will accept it.
All right. Well, since we're on that subject, did you see the person that just did this to Michael B. Jordan? All he did was took a picture with a trans actor,
right,
male to female.
Right.
All he did was took a picture with him. You know what that person did? I had a great night on my date with Michael B. Jordan, and it's
puts it out there as a.
And now you're trying to bash this man and bring him down, saying that he's.
But he's still being that person that's being.
He was just trying to be nice to take a picture with somebody.
Yeah, he's being that person that he respects the way you are, but yet now that you're going too far and said it was a date.
Right. I don't need to see it. I don't need to be in it.
Right. We are who we are. Whatever. Again, you want to be who you are. Fine.
But overall,
don't make it.
But overall, it's just from no matter what side it's on, it's just a sense of entitlement.
Yeah, it is.
And the fact that all they gotta do is get on their phones, and as Mike Tyson says, a lot of people now aren't used to being punched in the mouth, so they feel like they can say whatever they want.
Right.
That's the problem where it's like.
I know what punch in the mouth feels like.
Some people just need to be punched in the mouth rather than to sit there and go, "Oh, I deserve this. I deserve this." It's like. No, sometimes you just a funky person.
And I'll go back to the right now because it's big in the media and everything with the WNBA. As far as them saying, "Oh, we deserve as much money as the NBA players." No, you don't. You don't deserve. Do you deserve to be compensated for what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
1,000%, yes.
Yes.
But you don't put the butts in the seats and bring the eyes. Or how many WNBA games sell out?
Exactly.
And how many NBA games sell out? Besides, you can name right now I can name 3 that I can think of WNBA players.
But, however, okay, back to the WNBA though. It's like, but they don't, I'm not going to say all of them, but it's a particular one that now that she's in the WNBA, the LeBron of the WNBA, she doesn't promote the WNBA. Angel Reese.
Yeah, I got you.
She doesn't promote the WNBA. She doesn't do anything like sport. She doesn't show herself training. You know what she does? She does stuff where she's trying on outfits, modeling, or it's like
She should have been a model.
Yeah,
then
here's a perfect thing. They played the Sky again. Caitlin Clark's out.
Yeah.
They just played the Sky again.
Uh-huh.
She shows up all black hat, ready. She looked beautiful. Looked nice.
Right.
The outfit was, fire. She looked good, but she's sitting there posing and everything.
She wants to be a model.
She put up 4 points and 8 rebounds. You're not a player. You want to be a model.
That sounds like Shaq.
But that's a lot of girls.
That's not even. Yeah, she's not. She
you
throws
Shaq.
up. No, if you ever see her throw up, she can't even make a layup.
Shaq.
RG3 put it perfectly. RG3 said that you can put her in a room for 24 hours. She'll have 10 points and 10,000 rebounds because all she make is 10 points, and the rest of the time she's trying to catch a rebound.
Shaq.
Because she's uncoordinated.
But it's not just sports wise either. It's just women in general. It's like they don't really contribute to any, like the ones that want to.
And when they try to, they just go overboard.
They go overboard, but then it's like they're not really doing anything special. But because they got their phone and a filter, they automatically think, give me money, give me attention.
You literally had that 15% of females that can actually like,
but they got
you and actually get it right. Like,
get it tight, get it right.
There you go.